The purpose of this video is to explain the Skills Passport and associated documentation. It will explain what the documents are and how they will be used within the biology programmes in the School of Life, Sport and Social Science at Edinburgh Napier University. The Skills Passport has been developed within the School of Life, Sport and Social Science in partnership with a range of local employers and with Edinburgh Napier Student and Academic Services. It has been created to ensure that our students and graduates have the skills that employers are looking for and that they are confident in articulating those skills to potential employers. There are 3 documents associated with the Skills Passport: the Skills Passport itself, the SEER, which stands for Skills, Evidence and Evaluation Record, and the SEER Guidelines document. We will look at each of these later in this video. You will be able to download all 3 from your programme Moodle site. Starting with the Skills Passport, the school recently conducted research with a range of organisations who have employed our biology graduates in the past. These organisations were asked to identify the skills they are looking for when hiring biology graduates. You will find the list of skills they identified in this document. Your PDT will ask to see this Skills Passport. They will ask that you give yourself a score relating to what you believe your level of competence is in each skill. They will also ask you to provide evidence to explain the score you have given yourself. In order to understand these documents and the Skills Passport process, it helps to first get an understanding of graduate recruitment. Different employers recruit in different ways, but many use a quantifiable system of choosing between job applicants that may look like this. They decide what skills, attributes, experience and knowledge they are looking for a particular job. Then they look through each applicant's application and score their evidence against the required skills. This example uses a rating system of 0 to 3, with 0 meaning poor evidence and 3 meaning excellent evidence. They would total up the scores, and the ones with the highest scores would be the ones invited to interview. Similar grids are often used at the interview stage to choose between candidates at that stage of the recruitment process. The important thing to notice about this is that although this first applicant scores a 0 for numeracy and statistics, while the second applicant scores a 3, this doesn't necessarily mean that the second applicant has better skills in numeracy and statistics than the first applicant, but rather that they have done a better job on the application form of proving that they have strong skills in this area. The Skills Passport documentation utilises learning gained from graduate recruitment practices to help you develop your skills while you are at university. And it tries to achieve 2 main aims. 1, to help you in your university career by helping you develop your skills and gain good marks in assignments, and 2, to help you in your future career by preparing you for graduate recruitment. SEER stands for Skills, Evidence and Evaluation Record. Each of the skills listed in the Skills Passport will also appear in the SEER. You may find it helpful to use the navigation pane to view all of the skills and to navigate between them. For each of the skills listed, you will find a set of behavioural indicators which are categorised as negative, positive and exemplary. For example, with oral communication skills, a negative indicator of this skill would be using inappropriate language or tone in communication. A positive indicator would be communicating accurately and without ambiguity, and an exemplary indicator would be providing a clear and well-considered structure to messages. Employers frequently use indicators like this to describe the skills they are looking for in employees. Some make these indicators public. For example, those students considering a career in forensic science with the Scottish Police Authority may find it useful to look at their competencies and associated indicators, which can be found on their website. Reviewing the indicators associated with each skill in the SEER may help you to identify areas for improvement in your skills development. When employers ask candidates to provide evidence of their skills, they often use competency questions. You can see some example competency questions associated with each of the skills within the SEER. Employers expect that applicants will answer these questions according to a format known as STAR. STAR stands for Situation, Task, Action and Result. When people answer competency questions, they naturally discuss the situation and what they did. But the STAR format gives people a structure which helps them to articulate their evidence in a way that demonstrates their skills to best effect. By using this format, candidates will provide enough evidence for the employer to assess that person's relevant behavioural indicators for that skill. You can find more details about the STAR format and some examples within the SEER guidelines document. The SEER document has more functions. Research shows that people find it easier to remember what they've learned if they spend time reflecting on it. This reflection and recording is also useful for identifying areas of strength and weakness and identifying opportunities to develop skills further. It is recommended that you keep evidence of your skills development within your SEER document. You can see a brief example here. As you can see, this is formatted according to STAR. It is written in brief note form as it is just for personal reflection. By keeping records of your skills development in the STAR format, you are not only getting the benefit of skills reflection, but also by the end of your time at university, you should have a whole document full of STAR formatted examples ready to be used for graduate recruitment. As this is a Word document that you can download and maintain, you can easily take it with you when you leave university. Finally, the SEER describes how you can self-assess your level of competence in each skill. Remember this grid? The employer assesses each applicant's application form for evidence of each of the skills and, in this example, gives them a score between 0 and 3. This scoring grid in the SEER describes how scoring is determined in graduate recruitment. For example, 0 suggests that there is some evidence of negative indicators, little evidence of positive indicators, and no evidence of exemplary indicators. 3 indicates that there is strong evidence of both positive and exemplary indicators and no evidence of negative indicators. So the SEER document has 4 main functions. Firstly, it lists behavioural indicators for each skill, showing you which would be considered negative, positive and exemplary. Secondly, it lists relevant competency questions, so you can get an idea of how these skills may be assessed in graduate recruitment. Thirdly, it provides space for you to record evidence of your skills development. And finally, it shows you how to score your evidence. The SEER guidelines document describes the process for maintaining the skills passport and the SEER document. It also includes some example STAR formatted evidence. Your PDT and other academic staff will make reference to the skills passport and to the SEER, but it is up to you to maintain these documents. The SEER is a personal document and you do not need to show it to anyone. However, your PDT will ask to see your skills passport and may ask you to discuss the records that you have been keeping. They will expect that you can provide evidence of your skills development formatted according to STAR. You can update your SEER as often as you like. Before your PDT meetings, you will be prompted to prepare evidence of certain skills. However, you do not need to wait until your PDT prompts you. It is a good idea to set calendar reminders for yourself to update it on a regular basis, perhaps monthly or at least every trimester. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you find the Skills Passport documentation to be useful tools for your skills development.